What's up, Campbell? How you doing? What's up, doggy? Aw. Aw. Oh, let me get in the light. There we go. All right, y'all. So I'm recording this video in 6K, dumbed down to 4K, just so I can see how this looks. And I don't know. I think so. It's tough the last time I did it, but this time I feel like I know what I'm doing. I'm not trying to edit it in ProRes 6K. I'm just trying to do it in 4K. So I know the file size is going to be large and ridiculous. However, I'm okay with that. But let's just go take a look at some footage and see how this looks. Let's go. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Ooh, there's Sarah. I hate I hate play on the other button. It records to the screen. But yeah, we got food here. She made some little stew or whatever that is.
A little curry,
Little
goat
curry. Yeah, look at it.
Look at it.
Y'all see that in 6K, baby. Yeah. Now let me go edit this footage. All right, so back inside, I I actually recorded some selfie footage of me, outside during that one walk, but I completely forgot to hit record on the Atomos Ninja here. So your boy is I'm down bad. I'm already down one. Also, sidebar, this is kind of a abrupt way to come back to this channel. I'm sorry, I've been busy like crazy. I'll make another video about all the stuff I've been up to. However, look at the studio. Like, I changed up the space so you can see a little bit more of me. I'm gonna get better. I have some dope lightsabers that I'm gonna hang up, and I want to put like right here so you kind of get some backlighting and things like that. So I got a lot of stuff I'm gonna do to kind of straighten up this room, be even more, but this I feel like is a little bit more personal. Enough of that though. We shot this is still 6K footage right here, 6K 30 frames dumbed down to 4K footage. ProRes obviously is what I shot. However, I learned two things, right? So really three things. The first thing is these are ginormous sizes. I'm also not recording this or editing this like I should. You know what I mean? Like I just want to see how it is and like learn some things. So when I get to that higher level, so you know what to expect, you kind of fall into it, right? So that's what I'm doing right now. But that's the first thing I learned is that this is a large file size. The second thing that I learned, and this is really key, is you need a lot of lighting, right? You just need a lot of lighting. And specifically with the R6 Mark II, the dynamic range is what I'm understanding doesn't have a lot of like dynamic range. So if you are shooting any kind of darkness, like any kind of not well lit place, and on top of that, I had a filter that I'm using. I did a video about that. It really put a lot of noise in the video, like a lot of noise, and you can see it. And I'm okay with releasing this because I want to be transparent. However, there was a lot of noise in this video, which typically would not be the case, but I think because of the dynamic range of the R6 Mark II, it just doesn't handle it as well. Maybe I'm not editing it right. I don't know, but that's what I learned. The third thing is really four things that I learned actually. The third thing that I learned is that it's very hard to color grade this. I usually use like the LUTs and things like that, but what I found is that the LUTs, even with C-Log 3, it just adds a ridiculous amount of like magenta. I'm a black guy, so like magenta is like a that color shines brightly, right? And I look over red and things like that. So that the color noise was even bad. But again, I don't know if I was editing it wrong or what the case may be. However, that's the story. So that was a little bit that what I'm using is the color wheels, and I haven't used the color wheels like before ever. Like I never use the color wheels. I always use like the sliders up and down, and I color grade, and it does well for me. You know what I mean? Like I'm a novice at it. I'm still learning, but I use the color wheels. Kind of easy to use. It's pretty self-explanatory. You got the mids, the lows, the mids, the highlights, the shadows, and then overall. So not too difficult to understand. So I kind of jumped into that, and I found that was easier to color grade. You know, not adding a LUT on there, and just kind of going screen by screen. A little bit more work. I'm sure there's a workaround. I'm sure y'all please let me know, and I'll find it if y'all don't. But you know, that was one of the third things that I learned. The fourth thing that I learned is actually not even like a major thing, but it is kind of major. The one thing you have to do when you set up 6K to get that out of the camera into the Atomos is you have to turn off the stabilization mode. Now, obviously, you have to do that. There's no workaround. But like the videos I've seen never said you could turn it back on, so I just tried it. You could turn it back on. So there's a scene when I'm walking that you can see the little wobbliness, and I got the 16 to 35 on here. So the wider you go with something like that, the crazier that it gets and the more wobbly it gets. But it wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it would be. So I had the basic stabilization on that you could turn on. One thing to note is that you cannot turn on the enhanced stabilization if you are using this with the R6 Mark II. That, no matter what, you can't turn that on. It stays grayed out. So that was a learning process for me, which is fine. But those are the four things that I learned. And this is it was short video, quick. Just wanted to kind of get out here because kind of was bored and I missed being on the channel. So I will have more on this, and there's a ton of other things that I have to do too and talk about. I just been busy, but I'm gonna get back on it. I promise y'all. This is a short video. Thank y'all for watching. Hope y'all like the new setup. Hope the audio sounds good. I use this, which I never use it for this application, but hey, I hope you like it. So I'll see you next time. Please like and subscribe to this channel, man. Like I know y'all been following, like, but please, if you can pass it on, as my dog just going crazy out here, just please subscribe, you know, like, do whatever you can, share the video. If it helps, let me know. If it don't help, still let me know so I get better, things like that. So I'm done. I'm gone. I will see you with this massive file that I gotta upload now, but peace.